Alright, fuckers, welcome back to Son of Scotland 90 to bring you another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. This is episode 24. It's Ring of Honor, first week of March, and we've got great news. I'm not quite sure why, but for some reason, a lot of our guys that are working over in Japan, they're available for the show. So we've got the likes of AJ Styles, we've got Nakamura, the Young Bucks, you name it, we've got it. But unfortunately, our regulars are working elsewhere tonight. So we've got the Briscoes are out, Roderick Strong TV Champs out, there'll be no TV title match. The World Champion Jay Lethal's working elsewhere, so, you know, that's a bit disappointing. But it should be a completely different show from what we're used to. And I'm pretty sure with the likes of AJ Styles and Nakamura, this might just be the best Ring of Honor show that we managed to put on. I booked it, let's go and run it. Obviously, the storylines won't be continuing because the people are away, but we're going to go. Let's have a quick look at storylines we've got anyway. Yeah, we've only got this. This is the only storyline we've got, to be honest, and that's probably going to be over with because they defeated them and they beat them in the rematch, so I'm pretty sure we're going to end that storyline because that storyline is officially dead. So we've got no storylines. I don't think any's going to be credited this week, like I say, because it's a bunch of guys that we don't normally have on the show. But it should be a good show nonetheless. Let's run it and let's see what happens. So I decided to book a couple of pre-show matches. And in the first pre-show match, and about it, solid ring action, but not much way of defeat. Red Dragon defeated Roppongi Vice in 8 minutes 18 when Bobby Fish defeated Barretta by pinfall with a sleeps with the fishies. So yeah, it's got 42D. Bobby Fish improving in flying skills. Not bad. And on to the second pre-show match, we've got Matt Sydal versus Michael Elgin. And a match that average crowd reaction and some decent in-ring action. Matt Sydal defeated Michael Elgin in 6 minutes 47 by pinfall with a shooting Sydal splash. And this got a 45D. So, good pre-show matches there, but let's move on to the main show. And we kick it off with the Bullet Club, AJ Styles and the Young Bucks come out to the ring and they say that they're back in Ring of Honor. It feels good, you know, just telling them that the Bullet Club's here and the Bullet Club's dominant and the Bullet Club basically is taking over Ring of Honor tonight. And this got a 53C minus, very good way to start off the show, and if we can keep this up, things will be looking good. Next up, in a match that had some good action and average heat, Frankie Kazarian defeated Shinsuke Nakamura in 9:42 by pinfall with a fade to black. So, kicking off the show with Nakamura versus Kazarian. It's got a 56C minus. The announcing quality wasn't up to the same standard as the match, sadly. But, well, Nakamura and Frankie Kazarian, two good guys in the ring, so you maybe expect that. And didn't expect Frankie Kazarian to defeat Shinsuke Nakamura, but he has done it with a fade to black, and it's a good win for Frankie Kazarian, one half of the TNA tag, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So great start to the show. After the match, we've got Shinsuke Nakamura celebrates in the ring, 40D minus. What actually happened was, I'll be honest, I meant for Nakamura to go over, but for some reason he didn't. Kazarian went over. I probably should restart it, but you know what? We'll just go with. We'll give Kazarian the win because it kind of makes sense the way this show's leading. So we will give Kazarian the win, and we'll just pretend this never happened. Well, he can still celebrate just because he didn't win. He can celebrate the fact that he's, you know, competing in front of the Ring of Honor fans. He can celebrate the fact that he's back in America. I don't know. He can celebrate his WWE contract in real life. I don't know, whatever he wants to celebrate, he can do it. He got a 40 D minus, good rating. Moving on, oh brilliant. In a match with average crowd reaction, some decent in-ring action, the Young Bucks defeated the world's cutest tag team in 11 minutes 6 seconds when Nick Jackson defeated Candice LeRae by pinfall with more bang for your buck. Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson showed excellent chemistry. The performance of Matt Jackson stood out as being good. These two had a lot of matches in the indies. I don't know if this game's taking that into consideration, but it got a very good rating, 58C minus. I'm happy with that. Joey Ryan is improving in technical skills. Matt Jackson is improving in performance skills. And I couldn't ask for a better rating than that, to be honest. I think this show's going to be great. Hopefully we can keep up. So the Bullet Club defeating the world's cutest tag team. Then we're moving on. Nigel McGuinness comes out and he interviews the Young Bucks after that, and the Young Bucks talking up about how they've not been here, and the tag team division, hasn't. The tag team division hasn't been featuring them, but now that they're back, they're going to claim what is rightfully theirs, and they make a vow to become the TNA, the Ring of Honor tag team champions, basically. So the Young Bucks send a message out to all the tag teams in Ring of Honor, claiming they're top dogs and they will be the champs sooner rather than later. Nigel McGuinness is learning to show more charisma. It's got a 46D. Another solid rating, guys, for the show. And we're moving on to the main event. AJ Styles taking on Christopher Daniels. And about a good crowd and good action, AJ Styles defeated Christopher Daniels in 16 minutes 8 seconds by a pinfall with Styles Clash. And this got a 56C- joint with that tag team match, which is good. AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels have great chemistry, and it showed in their performances. Happy days. The announcing job done by Bobby Cruz was pretty weak. The announcing quality wasn't up to the same standard as the match. The match deserved better colour commentary. So it's definitely an issue, guys. Maybe what I'm going to have to do is Feeder Scott and this Bobby Cruz are not really working. I don't think you really need a free intergender, announce team, especially not for Ring of Honor. I might look into bringing in a good announcer. Who could that be? I'm not quite sure, but I think Kevin Kelly's not too bad, but I think we definitely need a new announcer here because it's definitely bringing down the ratings. And yeah, when you've got a great match like AJ Styles versus Daniels, you do need someone good calling the action. AJ Styles is improving in performance skills. I didn't think he'd be improving anymore. I thought he'd be at the age where he's already maxed out, but I won't complain. He is improving, so that's good news. 56C-. And I believe now we're going to go and end the show. I'm not quite sure what it's going to get. It's been a great show. I think it should be in the 50s at least. Oh no, before we end the show, after the match, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels shake hands in a show of respect. These two got a lot of respect, compete against each other a lot, and a shitload of times in the past, so they got a huge history, and shaking each other's hands, so that's good to see there. That got a 46D to end the show. What the show got overall, nobody knows. We're about to find out. I'm going to go and say a 53. I'm going to say a 53, 53 I think, or 54. Hopefully. I think it's going to get it. I'm actually really, really, really positive about this show. So here we go. Let's find out what we in fact got. A 55C-. Happy days. I'm very happy with that. That's our best Ring of Honor show by far, and I think that's, in terms of TV shows, I think that's the second best TV show we've done if you include Impact Wrestling, which shows how good it was, really. And there you can see the standout performances was the 56. All the matches were good. They got 2 56s and a 58. Can't complain with that. I'm a bit pissed off that I got Frankie Kazarian defeating Shinsuke Nakamura, but I'm sure we can. I won't do too much to him, It's just one loss. It's not going to kill him. He's not going to go home and commit suicide because he lost to Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian's not a jobber, and to be honest, with one half of Bad Influence losing, I think it's good that the other one managed to pick up a win because they are the tag team champs. They're not jobbers. They're very capable on their own. But 55C-. Delighted with that, guys. What do you think of the show? I thought it was great, to be honest. Let me know what you think down below. And there you can see that show ranked second in our all-time Ring of Honor shows, actually better than our January pay-per-view, so just showing you actually how good it was. It's only our second C. But yeah, hopefully now we can move on, but to be honest, with the likes of AJ Styles, the Young Bucks, Nakamura, I did expect it to be the best show, and it was by far. Well, by 3 ratings, but good enough. Let's see what else we've got here. We'll look at the matches from that. Did any of the matches get in the top 10? Yeah, with the Young Bucks and defeating the Wall Street Tag Team, AJ Styles defeating Christopher Daniels, and there's Frankie Kazarian defeating Shinsuke Nakamura. So, 3 matches from that show go into our top 10, which goes to show you that, it just proves how good that show actually was. Tendencies, we do 2,300 every week, really. Maybe need to think about moving to a bigger arena because I think we could do it, guys. I do think that, well, we'll never know unless we try, so. But I did say I was going to go and try and get a commentator, and that's what I'm going to do. So next time we're back for Ring of Honor, we might have the new announce team, so I don't know, stay tuned for that. And I know who I want. I'm not quite sure if I'll get him, but if I can get him, like, it would be great. If I can't, then I'll have to settle for a second option. But I'll give you a clue who I'm going for, guys. Barbecue sauce. But until next time, peace.